This is where it all begins, a vast field of sugarcane ready to be harvested. Every grain of sugar on your table starts right here. Workers and machines cut the sugarcane at the base. Only the freshest stalks are selected for processing. The harvested cane is loaded onto heavy trucks and rushed to the mill. Time matters, because sugarcane loses sweetness quickly. The trucks arrive at the sugar mill. Here begins the transformation, from a raw plant to pure white crystals. Before anything else, the sugarcane is weighed and tested. Only high-quality cane makes the cut. Giant cranes and conveyor systems unload the cane and feed it directly into the mill's intake system. Massive rotating blades chop the cane into small pieces, making it easier to extract the juice inside. The shredded cane passes through a series of heavy rollers, squeezing out every drop of raw juice. Watch the raw juice pour out, dark green and unfiltered, full of impurities that we'll remove in the next steps. The dry fiber left after crushing is called bagasse. It's not wasted, it's used as fuel to power the mill itself.
The raw juice passes through screens to remove large particles like mud and fiber before further processing.
Lime is added to the juice. This raises the pH and causes impurities to clump together so they can be removed. The juice is now heated to high temperatures. Heat helps kill bacteria and speeds up the clarification process. In the clarifier, impurities slowly sink to the bottom while clean, clear juice rises to the top. The muddy sediment, called filter cake, is removed and used as fertilizer back in the fields. The result is a light golden juice, much cleaner now, but still far from white sugar. The real transformation begins. The clarified juice enters massive evaporators. Water is boiled off, making the juice thicker and more concentrated. Using a clever multiple effects system, the same steam is reused again and again, saving energy while concentrating the juice. The juice is now thick syrup, dark amber-colored and sweet. We're getting closer to sugar. The syrup passes through another round of filtration to remove any remaining color and impurities. Inside the vacuum pan, the syrup is boiled under low pressure. This is where sugar crystals start to form for the first time. Tiny seed crystals are added to the pan. Sugar molecules bond onto these seeds and grow into larger crystals. The thick mixture of crystals and syrup is called masakeet. It looks like brown sugar paste at this stage. Raw sugar is mixed with warm syrup and spun again to wash off the outer molasses layer, getting purer by the minute. The purified syrup goes through crystallization one more time, producing brilliant white crystals we finally recognize as sugar. One last spin in the centrifuge separates the white crystals completely. Pure, clean white sugar, finally. The wet sugar crystals pass through large dryers. Hot air removes all moisture so the sugar stays dry and free-flowing. The dried sugar is cooled and screened into different sizes, fine, medium, and coarse grades for different uses.
Samples are tested in the lab for purity, color, moisture, and crystal size before the sugar is approved for packaging.
Approved sugar is stored in massive silos, clean, dry, and climate-controlled, awaiting packaging. Automated machines fill bags, from 1 kg packs for homes to 50 kg sacks for industries, sealing freshness inside. From a dirty sugarcane field to pure white crystals in just 2 hours. That is the incredible journey of your sugar.